This comment, give me one prophecy that Jesus hasn't fulfilled. Well, that's easy because he didn't fulfill any of them, except for maybe riding on a donkey into Jerusalem. Almost all of the prophetic texts that Jesus claims to have fulfilled in the Gospels aren't even prophecies. They're just out of context Old Testament quotations. That being said, here's a really striking example of a prophecy that was not fulfilled by Jesus. Isaiah 2:2-4, now it will come about in the last days. The mountain of the house of the Lord will be established as the chief of the mountains, and will be raised above the hills, and all the nations will stream to it, and many people will come and say, come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, so that he may teach us about his ways, and that we may walk in his paths. For the law will go out from Zion, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. And he will judge between the nations, and he will mediate for many people. And they will beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning knives. Nation will not lift up sword against nation, and never again will they learn war. This, of course, is an end-time prophecy that Jesus didn't fulfill. This is the everlasting peace that was supposed to come out of Zion, where God would dwell forever, and his perfect law, the Torah, would go out to all the people of the world to govern them. The parallel for this is in Micah 4:2-3. Many nations will come and say, come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, and to the house of the God of Jacob, so that he may teach us about his ways, that we may walk in his paths. From Zion will go forth the law, the word of the Lord from Jerusalem, and he will judge between many people, and render decisions for mighty distant nations. Then they will beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation will not lift up sword against nation. Now, some of you are rightly pointing out that this doesn't sound like a messianic prophecy. This sounds like an end-time prophecy. But Micah 5:2 connects this with the Messiah. But you, Bethlehem, Ephrathah, though you are small among the clans of Judah, out of you will come for me one who will be ruler over Israel, whose origins are from old, from ancient times. And this, of course, is picked up in the New Testament and applied to Jesus. In Matthew 2, when we read about King Herod trying to find the location of the Messiah being born, he is told that it will be in Bethlehem in Judea. They replied, for this is what the prophet has written, but you, O Bethlehem, in the land of Judea, so on and so forth from Micah 5:2. The coming Messiah was supposed to usher in a time of peace after all of Israel's enemies were placed underneath their feet. This, of course, never happened. Theoretically, the book of Revelation is supposed to fix this by saying, oh, well, when Jesus comes back the second time, this will be done. But yeah, come on. He either fulfilled the prophecies or he didn't. Clearly, he did not.